Hi, Lori Brown here. Before we get rolling, a shout out to our Patreon supporters who continue to give us a monthly amount to do what it is we do. You inspire us. And also to our new supporters, Elizabeth, Frank, Lynn, Edith, and Isami. Welcome aboard and thank you. We hope that our work supports you right back. That is our goal. There are other ways to show that you care about Pondercast. You can make a one-time donation on our website, and you can also pick up some Pondercast merch, and you'll find both of those pages on the website pondercast.ca. Let's do this. Let's Pondercast. Picture this. Picture what months of lockdown would have been like if you were living in your very first apartment. Mine was a basement bachelor apartment in the heart of downtown Toronto. It had one window. I was 18, maybe 19. I wonder how I would have fared in a lockdown then. How do you think you would have done? I've been looking at those photos of parks over this last warm weekend, very summer-like, and you see crowds of people, no masks, seemingly smushed together. These photos are sparking outrage, and I wonder, what kind of apartments do those people have? Shared flats, no outdoor space, no garden, or in a condo high in the sky living in a 600 square foot world? If I was in my basement apartment, would I have been rushing to the park too, thinking that I would lose my mind if I had to stay inside one more minute? The thing that I am most grateful for right now, other than the fact that I'm not still in that basement apartment, is that I have a small garden where I am, and that I'm not in a big city, but a small village, and able to open my door and walk in the woods, through fields, up and down valleys, and not see a soul. Walking has been my salvation during lockdown. And when I'm not walking, it seems that I'm reading about walking. Robert Macfarlane's The Old Ways, about ancient paths in England, and my friend Antonia Malchik's A Walking Life, reclaiming our health and our freedom one step at a time. It's all about how North American society has robbed us of the freedom of walking, of getting anywhere under our own steam. And that loss of freedom comes with a steep price to our health, personal and societal, and to our happiness. Walking is the one thing that makes me feel free during COVID. So let me start this episode by gifting you with a walk. If you are in that basement apartment or have no backyard or balcony, let me take you out for a walk in England, in the Cotswolds. You leave the cottage and head down the high street of the village, and the pavement under your feet turns to gravel. And you pass that final yellow stone house on the left, and the world turns green with trees. You lift the latch on the first gate and pass through into woods. The path at your feet is brown and soft from yesterday's rain, and you smell pine trees. You hear the brook down by your left, and there's a smaller path breaking off and veering down towards the water, and you take it. the stream's edge, there's a small wooden bridge. Just 2 wide planks will let you cross to the other side. This bridge is solid and built right into the bank. It's been here for a long time. And you cross. On the other side, you look up at a steep hill rising up from the water here at the lowest point in the valley, and that hill is covered in trees. Their new, bright green leaves just finding their voice in the wind. But you don't go up. The path stays down, following alongside the brook. Up ahead, there's a patch of sunlight hitting a small pool of calm water. And you step off the path, go to the edge. Looking down into the warm, shallow water, you see 1,000 tadpoles. Tiny black sun seekers looking for warmth. And suddenly you are in grade 4 again on a school trip. Ah, the magic of tadpoles. You follow the path that meanders around stumps, following the water as new spring greenery brushes against your calves, and you hear the hum of bees and the brook. Heading uphill now, but you keep your eyes down, and in the uneven ground of dried mud, you see the imprints of horse hooves that have sunk down deep in the mud from last month. And there are boot marks here too. So many others before you on this path. The smell hits you first. The smell of garlic. Wild leeks. They are everywhere. They have exploded over the forest floor all around you. You stop and pick some and jam your pockets, and you'll Google what to make with them when you get home. Walking uphill, out of the garlic, out of the woods, past the sheep farm on the left, with its field of baby lambs who do, in fact, frolic. The path is taking you to the end of this clearing, and then you swerve right, back into a new forest. This one is so different. The pine is gone here, replaced by oak and ash and beech, the giant beech with their silver smooth trunks. The ground is flat and quiet here. The late afternoon sun filters through the trees to the ground, almost sideways. And the earth is covered in a carpet of bluebells. To see this here, so deep in the woods, so far away from people, feels strange. That you should be the only one who gets to look at this. This is a secret gift. If the path at your feet wasn't here, you never would have found them. How many people over how many years have had this same moment you're having now? The lure of a well-traveled path heading into the woods, taking you on an unknown route, but a trusted one. Follow the path. There are no decisions to make. You only need to move your feet and follow. You feel your mind fall in step with your body, and you sink into the woods in a way that feels like coming home. The world feels whole again, and the woods welcome you to be part of it all.